Hello and welcome, it's Marcin together with Jason.
Hey guys.
And Nuno, our special guest for the video. We're here to talk about the upcoming update for Gwent.
Yeah.
And it's a big one.
It's huge.
It's the biggest one to date. There's just so many things in it that I don't really know where to start. So maybe,
cards.
yeah, the cards.
Of course.
We have 100 new cards coming. This is going to be the biggest drop of new cards for Gwent. But there's so much more beyond that. Jason, can you take over from here and tell us a little bit more about those other things?
So with this update, of course the 100 new cards is pretty awesome, but players can also expect to see a gameplay technology overhaul. And we've been trying to do this for a while now, and this will really allow us to unlock the potential of the designers, to let them create the crazy cards that are in their imagination, and really give us the foundation for releasing every feature that we want in the future. So it was a critical step for us, but it's turning out really awesome. Nuno, can you tell us more about what we can expect from this technology update?
So the first thing that players will notice is the limit of 9 cards per row. Right? So this is a big change for when you're used to seeing those battles with monster decks just swamping the
I remember those getting out of control, yeah? Like, wow.
So there's a few reasons for this. It has to do with just making it easier for the designers to balance the game, etc.
Right.
Making it easier also for the user, because whenever you have the rows swamped with cards, it's very hard to select them, to target
It's hard
them,
to read and see.
understand what's going on, find that card that you need to target. Sometimes there's that card that you need to target. And also in terms of performance, because we support a bunch of platforms, and once we have all those cards in play, once you have all those premiums also add on it, so it was a bunch of reasons to combine and to make it like a cleaner design in terms of the...
And it just made sense for us to go in that direction, yeah. What about the way abilities trigger? The way I heard there's some changes going on there.
So with the new technology, what we're doing is a complete overhaul of the ability system.
Right.
So it's designers have much more control over how things trigger, and also this will be good for players because players will know what to expect from certain situations. So you'll know exactly how cards will trigger and who triggers first. We have this order of triggering from left to right, melee range siege, so it's easier for you to predict what's going to happen. Yeah.
That's super cool. That'll definitely make it easier to figure out whether that Vran warrior is going to eat that Necker warrior, or whether that villain is going to scorch first. Yeah, like.
Cool. And also, there's another big change, which is ability to cancel out unit plays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is something that I think has frustrated everybody at least once in our Gwent life. And sometimes you're playing a card, but you miscalculate what the card is, for example, or you don't read the battle right and you don't see what the targets are there. So you'll drag a card that now has to, for example, kill one of your units. For example...
And you don't know until you've played it that that's the only target.
And then there's no back out. So one example is the Alzur's Thunder.
Right.
So with these new changes, what's going to happen is that when you're playing a card, the card goes through different stages.
Yeah.
And one of the stages is what we kind of call an execution stack.
Right.
So this is something that is waiting to be resolved. And at this point, you can just cancel it out and go back to the hand.
And play a different card.
Yeah, and the opponent hasn't seen this card.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's really useful for those. And even, for example, when you're playing a unit, right, you can say, oh, no, wait. If I move it there, there's going to be a side effect, so I'm going to cancel it out, put it somewhere else, and then doing its ability.
Nice.
So it's hopefully going to resolve a bunch of problems in terms of gameplay.
Sounds like things are just going to generally be smoother, yeah?
Yes.
So what else can we expect from this update, Jason?
Right, so along with all these other changes that we've discussed so far, we wanted to take this opportunity to upgrade the whole deck building collection experience. It felt a little slow to have to go between the deck builder and the collection. So let's say I'm missing a card from my deck, I would have to go through loading screens and deck selections to be able to craft that card. So to address that, what we've done is we've actually merged those two into one menu. Now there's only the deck builder, there's no longer the collection. We've changed the way decks are represented. You'll be able to see your collection while you're editing a deck. You'll be able to see the cards you don't have, you'll be able to craft them, no loading screens, craft them and put them directly into your deck immediately. So like from a user flow, from an experience point of view, like it feels really much better. And you'll notice that, you know, we did a huge polish pass, right? The visuals, the transitions, everything feels of much higher quality, and it speaks to the direction that we want to head in with our menus in general. And you know, with that, we've also wanted to upgrade our matchmaking screen, so you can actually see the cards in your deck now. So you know, before you would have to choose a deck. Now your deck's automatically selected. You see what's in it, and then you get to start matchmaking. Of course, you can still change your deck, but overall, it feels, looks, and should flow way better than before. So super happy with it. Yeah.
And another change, whenever a new game starts, you can see that the mulliganing screen has changed as well.
Yeah, so one of those things, again, tied to the usability, we're trying to improve this experience, right? So now when you get to a mulligan, you have all the cards in your hand visible, and you can more easily figure out what you want to do instead of just scrolling back and forth.
That's nice. So I'll be able to make a more informed choice without scrolling through my hand. That's
so the
really
carousel
cool.
is gone?
Yes.
Pretty much everywhere in the game.
Yeah. And also, with card choices, it's the same thing. So whenever you have resurrect cards from the graveyard, it's a much better way to see that information and to make a
Yeah, it feels more visible. Yeah,
Yeah.
like less claustrophobic, I guess.
So earlier today, when I was playing the game, I noticed that there's an introduction of daily quest system. What's up with that?
Yeah, so we wanted to, you know, add a system to allow players to experience the game in a different way. So they kind of incentivize you to play, let's say, certain faction or a certain game mode, and they're just like a new way to reward players for maybe stepping out of their comfort zone and experiencing more of what Gwent has to offer.
Yeah, face new challenges, like playing with additional faction that they would normally not play.
Right, and you know, we're just kind of introducing it now, and we want to do more and more with it to really get some fun out of it, in the future. And the last thing I wanted to mention real quick is our little buddy Shoop, the shopkeeper, is busy preparing something for this holiday, a special offer, so make sure to check that out. Thanks for watching, guys. We're super excited. We can't wait for you guys to get a chance to play with all these changes coming this update. It should be really awesome.
and send us your feedback on this new gameplay setting.
Definitely.
And see you around the Gwent table.